pull back the fuzz a little bit. Wow, that's big. That is big. Hello everyone. Today is an exciting day. Today I reveal the amp IR pedal that I have chosen in my shootout between the Strymon IRIDIUM, the Universal Audio Dream, and the Universal Audio Ruby. Up front, I want to apologize for the delay in releasing this video. First of all, I recorded a brand new album with my band and released it. He Died, He Rose. And I've also been recovering from some health issues. If you've been following my social media feeds, I've dealt with a herniated disc that I'm recovering from, as well as a frozen shoulder in my left shoulder. But things are getting better, not to worry. But that's just kind of taken me out for a little bit. But I'm just really pleased to be back in my studio and back just being able to talk to you about some of the decisions that I've made here. The great news and advantage to this delay is that this pedal that I've chosen from that trio has been fully road tested on tour and in my studio, and I'm happy, just very happy with my decision. But before you watch this video, I encourage you to go back and look at video 1 and video 2, because I actually took you on a journey, on a bit of an adventure through the process. As I went along, I was researching, watching a lot of other videos out there, as well as really looking at my own personal needs. And you'll remember I used all kinds of pedals, my Sparkle Drive. Didn't test this one. This actually made it on the album, but you'll remember I also used my MXR Bass Fuzz Deluxe and my Fuzz Face. Kind of experimented with all kinds of drives, and I have some more drives on my pedal board that I'll be showing you in a little bit. I played through them with my main 2 instruments, my CANTINI 5-string electric, which has a magnetic bridge, you'll remember. And I also used my Ned Steinberger, which has the piezoelectric bridge with various settings, with the polarity switch as well. And so was able to really road test, really test and go through the process of each of those IR amp pedals with 2 complete different pickup systems. And that really helped me come to the decision that I did. But go back, watch those first 2 videos. I've really appreciated your comments and your feedback along the way. I read every comment on YouTube, and as I shared things on social media as well, I was listening, and I was watching and just talking through this decision together. What was I looking for again? I was looking for a pedal that had the best tone, best feel for my purposes, and ease of use. But back to tone, because I'm all about tone. I was looking for warmth, richness, authenticity, and depth to the tone that this amp pedal was creating for me. I wanted an amp and a pedal that takes drive pedals well and will get my various individual drive pedals that I just showed you to really shine, and also work well when I stack the pedals, when I turn on more than one pedal pre-amp. Again, I'm really happy with my decision. So you ready? Here we go. Here's the big reveal. Drum roll, please. I chose the Dream. Why did I choose the Dream? Well, just simply, it was easier to use. It was simple, intuitive, the way the dials work. I love the feel of it. I could just get tones faster and easier with this pedal. The Ruby was a close second, but just not as intuitive because all the controls are backwards. The Vox amps, the dials work kind of in a backwards way, and I just wasn't used to that. So I found that the Fender style amp, the Dream, did it for me. The Iridium was also fantastic, I gotta say. It had a really nice transparent sound. It didn't color the sound as much as the Fender and the Vox style Dream and Ruby IR pedals did, but it just didn't feel as authentic. It didn't have the character of that vintage Fender amp that I was really looking for. So I was just more drawn to this. The warmth of it, the tone of it, it just all around works for me. I was also just planning to use it in a clean setting, and this really did that for me. I found a really beautiful, clean setting that really worked well for my drive pedals to pair with. So when you hear it, I think you're going to agree. Because I only wanted one amp pedal, I didn't want to get, many people are getting multiple and they just switch between them. Some people have the Dream and the Ruby paired together, and depending on what they want to do, they use them both. I didn't want to invest in too many of these, and because I just wanted one, this was the one for me. So there you go. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this right into my board, and we're going to try it out. We're going to test it. I'm going to just kind of show you what I've been doing with it. Let me show you how I have it sitting in my pedal board right now, my latest iteration of my board, because it keeps changing. So I'll just plug it in here. Start with power. We have the pedal going in mono from my drive pedals. I'm using the Kilt distortion pedal and Halcyon Original Effects drive pedal. And my pitchfork signal chain goes this way for my wah, my tuner, then the wah, then my diamond compressor, into the pitchfork, into the Kilt, into the Halcyon, and then into the Dream mono, and then stereo out. So here's my two stereo chords here, right and left, and then out of that into my delay pedal, which is in stereo, and then this just has been sitting right here, which is good. I've had a few issues with it here, in that when I reach up here, sometimes my foot can hit these dials and then cause things to change in the drive. So I'll be changing this down the road. But this is where it's sitting right now. And yeah, let's fire it up. Let's plug it in here, just get some power. It's just warming up, cycling. Let's turn everything off for now. There we go. And it's got two different settings. My clean setting, and then this is set up for more of a drive setting. I can add effects, some of the internal effects to this. The spring reverb and the tremolo effect can be on this channel if I want it to be or not. Or I can have more drive in this channel, and this is my clean channel where my drive pedals will really make it go and work a bit harder to get that amp tone that I'm looking for. Okay, so let me just plug into this and just show you what I've been up to here. We'll start with the Ned Steinberger. You know, my board just keeps changing. In fact, I'm going to be completely rebuilding my board around my drive pedals and around the Dream. So watch for that. That will be an upcoming video. But it was pretty cool that as I was doing the research on the Dream, there were a lot of confirmations online that I had made a good choice, endorsements, and many, many videos about the Dream and the whole UA family, actually, of pedals, including the Edge from U2. He ended up deciding to forego his vintage amps for the Dream, the Ruby and the Woodrow, the full family, for the Sphere residency there in Las Vegas with U2. They did over 40 shows, I think, and he obviously liked it enough and liked the vintage tones of those three pedals enough to use them, you know. Pretty amazing for a purist like him who's all about tone and feel. And so that was pretty cool to see. So let me just show you what I've been up to here. Here's my regular sound. And then here's the Dream in a clean setting. So you'll see it's pretty much identical to my natural sound of my violin. This is a clean amp setting because my whole strategy was that I wanted to have my amp pedal, the Dream pedal, clean pre-breakup so that as I drove it and added pedals, it would slowly break up as I was wanting to add more, create more intensity and just create new textures and tones and increase the breadth of the palette of tonally in terms of the tonal structure. So I'll show you what I've done here. Add the Origin Effects Halcyon. It will just boost it a bit. This has a little bit of drive, and what's really cool about the Halcyon is it's got the dry signal that you can actually put through the pedal as well. So it's very transparent. So without. And then I have the Kilt distortion pedal, and this adds yet another layer. This has a bonus foot switch that I've added that will take it into another level of distortion. You can see each layer just continues to add more strength and distortion and breadth to the tone, which is really, really cool. And so this is how I would use it, you know, in a song. Let's just make up something here. So I might start the tune this way. So there you go. Isn't that cool? Let's switch to my CANTINI. Now my CANTINI has, as you know, from my previous videos, has a magnetic pickup. And this completely, again, changes how the Dream works, how the drive pedals work. Just works differently. And as you know, drive pedals were originally created for guitarists, and so a magnetic pickup is getting truer to the tone that these pedals would normally create. So here we go. Here's my natural sound. And then here's my clean sound. there you go, lots of fun. One thing that I did do on the Dream is I added another channel to this that's more of a driven tone. So you can go with a clean tone on the amp, or you can go with a driven tone. So here's the clean tone. So really what's happening here now is we're kind of using the Dream more like a typical distortion pedal or drive pedal. There's drive in the amp now already, and that just creates a whole nother world of possibilities. And of course there's effects built in here, as you know, the tremolo effect that's in there, and also the reverb effect that you could add to that channel if you wanted to. And add the Halcyon. Really starts to build. And add the extra layer on the distortion pedal. Yeah, pretty amazing. Now, I want to add that the diamond compressor really is like a boost. So when I add the Dream, the Halcyon, and the distortion pedal, the kilt, I probably don't even need the diamond compressor on, because the signal's already being compressed by the drives that are on there. So by taking that off, it might clean your signal up a bit, make it a bit better. Is it on? But you could definitely use it as a boost as well, the compressor. So there's just so many different options. The other thing you could do is change your pedal order. And by changing the order, it's going to change your tones and just give you more possibilities as well. So there you go. Just a little quick run through of what I've been doing. The main reason why I went down this road with drive pedals to start with was that I was working on this new album, He Died, He Rose, which has got very intense themes. It's talking about the death and the resurrection of Christ. And so to express the darkness, the intensity, and then later on the mountaintop experiences, I wanted to really take my tonal palette to a new place with drives. And so that's really what caused me to go down this road to start with the Dream, and then adding drive pedals to that to expand my tone. Just want to let you know the album is out. It was released just a few months back, and you can download it on all the sites out there, iTunes, Spotify, you name it, it's out there. And check it out. It's called He Died, He Rose, under my band name, Trevor Dick Band. So love to get your thoughts on that. While I was recording my electric violin tracks in my home studio, I had the presence of mind to capture a bit of footage. And so I just want to show you some of the footage of my studio and some playing, but also just how I had some things set up. You know, it's not every day you have a camera rolling when you're recording. You just want to lay down your very best take, and you're just digging so deep. And so sometimes just having a camera up there is just another distraction, and you just don't want to deal with it. So it was actually honestly a miracle that I caught any footage at all from the studio, because I was just working so hard and digging so deep just to lay down my very best take. But I did get some footage here. And you'll see a bit of a fly through my studio, my rig, what I was doing. I had my drives on a separate board, and I was doing different things like that. But I'm also going to play you some clips from the original Logic session as well, just of some of the ways that I used the Dream and my drive pedals to get various tones in real time. So this will give you an idea of how I applied my setup to the Dream and the kind of tones that I got. show you my setup. This is for the Easter album, He Died, He Rose, and I've been tracking my electric violins here in my studio. Just want to show you my pedal board. I've had basically both pedal boards up on a stand just so that I don't have to bend over as much with the back issues I've had recently. And I had a second board here. It's now sitting on the floor because I needed to control a wah pedal here. And so I've got all my drives here. Got the full tone wah. I put my pitchfork there because on this song I'm adding a little bit of octave. And my new Halcyon Original Effects drive. I'm still using my Sparkle drive. I'm kind of adding it using as a boost. And my kilt distortion in this song. And then that comes up to here, bypassing my diamond compressor right now, because when I'm using drives, I don't need to use the compressor. It just kind of muddies things up. And here's my new Dream. It looks like just a mess of wires, and that's because I'm constantly reordering pedals, moving them around, reconfiguring, adding pedals. You'll see there's a lot of pedals just laying around on the floor right now, and just wanted to share this with each of you just to give you a little bit of a sense of my creative space. Again, thank you so much for joining me and for this reveal of the Dream. And believe me, the journey is just beginning. I feel like this is the tip of the iceberg and the things are going to move into a whole nother direction from here. In fact, I will be building a new pedal board, and that's going to be an upcoming video, but I've got the frame for a new board. I'm realizing that I needed a board with 5 rails to add another row of pedals, so watch for that. I'm excited, and a new pedal board is in the works, and I just wanted to kind of wrap a few things up first before I started that. So all the best in your music, and remember to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, like this video, share it with your friends and colleagues. A big shout out to the Electric String family on Facebook. And I'm going to put that as a link. I just want to let you know if you're an electric violinist, viola player, or cello player out there performing, and you want to be a part of a really caring, supportive community, we have a Facebook group called Electric String Players. And I'll put a link down below in this video as well for that to have a look at. Okay, the link for my new album is down there as well, so check it out. Thanks again, and all the best.